What's up, guys? It is Chris and Cab. A question we get a lot these days is if it's still a good time to buy. Everybody knows home prices are higher than they've ever been. Interest rates are getting higher. People are talking about, are we in a bubble? Are we in a recession? So it's a common question. It's something that's on a lot of people's minds. Is it a good time to buy? And personally, we do think it's still a good time to buy. In fact, we ourselves just got under contract to purchase our first home. So we kind of wanted to talk about, some of the things that we were thinking about as we were going through the decision to purchase a home, as well as what it is about this house that drew it to us and why this is the home that we decided to buy. So yeah, we decided to buy right now, even though it may seem like a crazy time to buy. I think the number one thing on our minds was that we wanted to start building equity. We still believe that buying a home is a great investment in the long term, even though prices may be inflated. Like, we admit and agree prices are inflated right now. We know that interest rates are higher than they've been over the last several years. So while we did think about this, when we picked the house that we wanted, it was something that we truly believed that we will be in for the next 7 to 10 years. So the location played a big role in that. It was some place that we felt like we would be happy in the next 7 to 10 years, and a place that we really felt like would hold value and rebound if there is indeed a correction. The other consideration we made was that we were pretty conservative within our budget, and we do work on commission, so we understand that maybe our income isn't always going to be this good. And also, with prices being inflated, we didn't want to get into something and just because maybe income is good now, if things were to change or weren't as good, we wanted to still be in a good position. So those were kind of like the things that we were thinking about, as we were looking for a home. So we found one in the Heights, close to the Heights. I think it's technically Shady Acres. And so what was it about this home that drew it to us and made us want to pull the trigger?
Well, one, I think the location was amazing. So it is off of 18th Street and it's close to all the things that we usually frequent. And I think the question that we always get is, if you guys are buying a home, where would you guys buy? And that was kind of hard for us because we felt like there could be options in different areas, in different neighborhoods. But this one happened to check all the boxes off for us. And it's a little bit older, so it's 2013. It's not a new construction or anything, but we did like it because the floor plan was amazing. It's something that we can work with for sure. It does need updating, but that's kind of what we want because we kind of want to make it ours.
I think there's this, misconception almost where people were so excited, like, oh, we can't wait to see whatever house that y'all buy. The house that we bought, we feel like it's pretty basic, but we saw potential in it. The main thing for us was the floor plan was something that we could work with without major structural changes, and the location. Those things either you can't change or it's too expensive to change. So I think those were big factors in our decision making.
Yeah, so we had a few items that we had to have. And I think a lot of buyers have that too. And then plus the home had added benefits that we felt like could, work with us and what we do. So we just made the decision to go with that house. And it was actually the only house that we saw for ourselves, even though we see houses all the time.
Yeah.
So we're really happy, and we're going to go through inspection today. So we hope that everything is fine. But we wanted to document all of this so that we could take you guys along with it. So I think one of the main things is location. It's a 2-story home. We didn't want anything 3 stories and up. It has a side yard for our dog, which is really important. It has really cute curb appeal. It has a porch, a covered outdoor space. What else?
Well, I kind of wanted to talk about the potential that we saw in this house that other people probably didn't see. So, how things are going. Everything is multiple offer situation, gone in like 4 days. Mm-hmm. This house was on the market for over a week. Like, it was 2 weekends with no offers, right? So that's rare in this marketplace. And I think people just couldn't see its potential. It was listed high. Like, I do feel like we are kind of overpaying for this house. I think we are paying more than what I think market value is, even with, how comps are these days. Nevertheless, I can see us making our money back on the long term. And I think that's one reason why it wasn't getting any offers. It was kind of overpriced. It looks kind of basic, to be honest. Like when we show it to you, you'll see it's pretty basic. But because we can recognize small changes will make a big difference. Like first thing we're gonna do is paint and then change the lights to LED. And then I think that's gonna brighten the space. That with our furniture or buying new furniture is gonna make it more modern.
Yeah, and then eventually we'll redo the kitchen and we'll redo all the bathrooms. The kitchen is great, it just needs a little refreshing.
Another thing about the location that we love, like, you know, Christina mentioned, it's off of 18th. So I mean, you can probably walk to like Snooze. You can definitely walk to all the bars on 19th, but also on 18th where the house is, it's a wide street with plenty of street parking. So there's a lot of street parking available. And even if all the sides are, you know, like completely filled with parking, it's big enough to where people can still drive easily. So that was another big factor and a big pro in our eyes to this house.
Yeah, and then also it's a 3-bedroom. We wanted to have a 3-bedroom just so that we can have a guest bedroom, and we use one as our office, which we are using all the time. So this one's a 3-bedroom. It has a flex space. So the flex space we can use for an office and build it out how we want. So we have an additional bedroom for our dog, our kids in the future. So that's why we could see ourselves growing in this home, and it just made it made more sense.